This Von Savage Media programming is brought to you by Hot Lava Music TV, where you can get all your B1 television now. And this is the QBB podcast, where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping Pete. Not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why we bust down the articles the way that we do. And this one should be no different because they said, is it not the anti woke movement that is winning in Florida? It is inhumanity. Sounds like a bunch of alphabet crap to me.
Wah.
Sounds like a bunch of alphabet. A civil rights attorney. I must admit that is my goal in making Florida a less corrupt, more tolerant place to live. I have failed, Ron DeSantis said. Turned out to be exactly the kind of governor I expected him to be based on the dog whistling scene during his campaign. He's not even tried to hide the fact that he plans to use the power of government to get elected in a higher office by scoring wins for his conservative team and by appealing to those in his base based on emotions. It is not the anti-woke movement, whatever that means, that is winning the Florida. It is inhumanity because of war in Ukraine, and as an immigrant from that country, I am watching closely what is happening in Russia and unfortunately seeing the same thing happen here in Tallahassee.
Huh?
So wait a minute.
Huh?
Is this the story from an immigrant from Ukraine though?
For
And,
real?
and if so, like, cause you ain't even been over here that long.
Here's a story about an immigrant from Ukraine.
Huh.
How they try to hijack the news story.
Hell yeah. Florida currently ranked as 46th state in the new US, ranking in economic opportunity, while DeSantis' rich donors are getting richer from the economic growth that Florida and the entire United States is experiencing. Most of DeSantis supporters live in not improving similarly, while and billions in taxpayer dollars is being stolen by Putin. Many people in Russia supported him because they were seeing the war in Ukraine as a terroristical win. Well, wait a minute. What are we talking about here? Is this the ramblings of somebody who fled their war torn country now coming over here talking about what? I don't even care if it's Republican, Democrat. Cuz what are you talking about?
How'd you get to anti woke in the Ukraine? Oh, because the Ukraine is anti black.
Yeah, you know that is a white supremacist haven. They is neo-Nazi for Scotchy.
Is that what y'all trying to explain? Even though that you don't like black people, you still need help and you're not as bad as the Russians? At least you're not the Russians.
Uh, he has DeSantis or other Republican legislators been in the actual classroom? Have they asked any teachers what their actual problems are? Evidently not. Based on the kind of legislation regarding schools that is being passed legislation which prioritizes obscure gender issues over real problems such as severe teacher and staff shortages. In fact, the war on woke has only exacerbated these real issues. So y'all trying to say that he should get? Y'all not saying he should get off the black people for a second, or is it to get off the LGBTQ?
Hold on, dog. How you keep skipping Tallahassee, dog?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is he coming from? Princeton's gerrymandering project has given Florida's 2022 state house congressional map a F, finding that the state has been gerrymandering to significant Republican advantage. Gerrymandering is an anti-democratic policy of drawing district lines, such as a way to favor party um, currently in power. However, come to power in an anti-democratic way. Republicans are now capitalizing on their political advantage by passing vague, scary, anti democratic laws that appeal to their base. These same laws are also targeting vulnerable minorities, gays, transgender people. Yep, done already.
Uh,
Y'all,
Did we call it or did we not call it, Pooh?
already, y'all tiptoeing around black people, tiptoeing all around it. Ain't gonna say it. But now that y'all thought that we was talking about black people, let me tell you what we're really talking about. We're really talking about minorities, gays, transgender people, illegal immigrants, poor people with criminal records, and put what? That's how you say black? Man, that's disgusting. That's how you think you finna slide black in there after everybody else? Poor people with criminal records?
Dang.
Not to
People
say
on EBT, you really only really talking about white people if you really want to know. That's who's really on those programs and
right.
that's who they were made for.
And basically what they just said, because all of those groups are white people. Minorities are white people, gays are white people, transgender people, illegal immigrants, poor people with criminal records. Those are really kind of all white people.
Mm.
So laws are being so vaguely written that anyone can be charged just for associating with some of the people being targeted. Really? What law is that?
Are you talking about Tallahassee or are you back to the Ukraine?
Uh,
What is this, a Jason Bourne movie?
this is the Tallahassee Democrat. That's first of all, that's the name of this joint.
The
Tall-
Tallahassee hypocrite.
Uh, yeah, they said our teachers' right to freedom of speech is being infringed upon, making it illegal for them to mention homosexuality in schools. What? Who's fighting for that? Florida has refused to recognize transgender people's decision to transition to another gender. That's what this is about.
We said it was
That's
the bussy on the situation, guys.
that's all they're talking about here.
You could smell the bussy. And you see how they tried to anti woke,
You know,
black,
you know what that
minority, LGB, just a little bit in the place to be. Oh, let's go to Ukraine. Let's go to Russia. Let's talk about taxes. Let's talk about Putin. Your $6 million. Don't give them no more money. But let us tell you, it's really about transgender rights.
man. That's what I'm saying.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Because you anti woke, you think the article's talking about black people because that's what they want you to think when they say woke. Or woke is actually anything white people don't like. Actually, that's what I've come to find out. Woke is
But most,
anything white people
but
don't
more
like.
specifically, 70% of the time, they're
Black.
talking about black people though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, shit, I'd say probably more like shit, 85, 90%.
Boom.
And they only use the LGBTQ as an effort for that anti-black racism, like so that we can't have our own grievance. That's all that's about. And now they're trying to prioritize everybody else's grievances above ours. That's all that's about. And I ain't gonna hold you because I'm done with the LGBTQ. As soon as I hear it's about all that, I'm black, so it ain't got nothing to do with me. Got four
Period.
words for you there, boy. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I got to go high for sure. High. I'm
I
out.
got 4 words for you too.
Subscribe, like, comment, and share. That's if you're there. That's if you ain't got no hair, and you can catch us on all them platforms. Go Keep It P podcast, Jade Lava, TZ Von Savage Media, and you can even actually put your mom in there. She'll be right there with us too.
Boom.
love, love, peace, blessings, and